In our hyper-connected world, the smartphone has become an indispensable companion. We rely on it for communication, information, and entertainment. But what happens when we disconnect from this digital tether? Intrigued by the growing movement of digital minimalism, I decided to embark on a personal challenge. A week without my smartphone. This experiment promised to be both daunting and enlightening. What would I discover about myself and my relationship with technology? Before diving into the nitty-gritty of my week-long experiment, it's important to understand the why behind it. Like many, I had developed an almost unconscious dependence on my smartphone. It had become an extension of myself, constantly demanding attention. Every notification, every buzz pulled me back into its digital vortex. This constant connection, while convenient, was taking a toll. I felt scattered, anxious, and unable to fully engage in the present moment. This digital detox was my attempt to reclaim my time, attention, and ultimately my life. The first day without my smartphone felt like navigating a foreign land. The silence was deafening. It was as if I had been transported to a different era, one where the constant hum of digital notifications didn't exist. The absence of that familiar buzz left me feeling disoriented, like a sailor without a compass. The absence of constant notifications was both unsettling and liberating. I had grown so accustomed to the steady stream of alerts that their sudden disappearance felt like a void. Yet, in that void, there was a strange sense of freedom, a break from the relentless demands for my attention. I found myself reaching for my phone instinctively, only to be met with empty space. My hand would drift to my pocket, expecting the familiar weight, but there was nothing. It was a habit so deeply ingrained that breaking it felt like trying to unlearn a reflex. Without my usual digital distractions, I felt a mix of anxiety and boredom. The minutes seemed to stretch into hours, and I was left alone with my thoughts. It was a discomforting experience, facing the raw, unfiltered reality without the comforting shield of my screen. To fill the void, I dug out an old book and started reading. It was a novel I had bought years ago, but never found the time to open. The pages were yellowed with age, and a thin layer of dust had settled on the cover, a testament to its long-forgotten status. The simple act of getting lost in a story was surprisingly satisfying. Each turn of the page drew me deeper into a world crafted by words, a world that didn't require Wi-Fi or a battery. It was a reminder of the joys that existed before the digital age. The evening brought an unexpected challenge. Boredom. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the usual routine of scrolling through social media or watching videos was no longer an option. I was left with an expanse of time that I didn't know how to fill. Without my usual scrolling sessions, I had to confront the emptiness of my downtime. The silence of the room was almost oppressive, and I found myself tapping my fingers, searching for something to occupy my mind. It was a stark contrast to the constant stimulation I was used to. I decided to take a walk and was struck by how much I usually missed while glued to my screen. The world outside was vibrant and full of life, a sensory experience that I had been neglecting. Each step brought a new discovery, a detail that had previously gone unnoticed. The sunset, the laughter of children playing, the simple beauty of my surroundings. It was all there, waiting to be noticed. The colors of the sky, the rustling of leaves, the distant sounds of joy. They painted a picture of a world that was rich and full, a world that didn't need a screen to be appreciated. In that moment, I realized that there was a whole universe beyond my phone, a universe that was just as engaging, if not more so. Section 4, Day 2, Rediscovering Rhythm. On Day 2, the initial shock began to wear off, and I started to adapt to a slower pace of life. The hustle and bustle of my usual routine seemed like a distant memory. I found myself taking longer walks in the park, savoring the fresh air and the simple pleasure of being outdoors. The tranquility of nature became a soothing balm to my previously overstimulated mind. Without the constant barrage of notifications and updates, I found myself more present and engaged in my surroundings. The absence of my phone allowed me to notice the little things, the rustling of leaves, the chirping of birds, and the gentle sway of the trees. It was as if a veil had been lifted, revealing a world I had been too distracted to see. Conversations seemed deeper, and I felt more connected to the people around me. Without the distraction of screens, I could fully immerse myself in the moment, listening intently and sharing more meaningful exchanges. Meals with family and friends became richer experiences filled with laughter and genuine connection. It was a reminder of the importance of human interaction and the joy it brings. The absence of my phone also allowed me to rediscover the joy of analog activities. I picked up my journal and started writing again, letting my thoughts flow freely onto the pages. I found solace in painting, losing myself in the colors and textures. Playing my guitar brought a sense of fulfillment that I had almost forgotten. These activities grounded me, providing a creative outlet that was both satisfying and therapeutic. I dusted off my old record player and spent the evening lost in the warm crackle of vinyl. The tactile experience of handling records, carefully placing the needle and listening to entire albums from start to finish was a nostalgic journey. It was a stark contrast to the instant gratification of streaming services, a reminder that sometimes the best things in life take time and patience. The experience was a stark contrast to the instant gratification of streaming services, a reminder that sometimes the best things in life take time. As I listened to the music, I felt a deep sense of contentment and relaxation. It was a moment of pure enjoyment, free from the distractions of the digital world. I realized that these moments of stillness and reflection were what I had been missing. As the day drew to a close, I realized that I hadn't once felt the phantom buzz of my phone. The constant urge to check for messages or updates had faded, replaced by a sense of calm and presence. I spent the evening reading a book, savoring each page without the usual interruptions. As I turned off the bedside lamp, I felt a sense of accomplishment and peace. Perhaps I was starting to break free from its digital grip. The journey of rediscovering rhythm was just beginning, but already I felt a profound shift. I was more in tune with myself and the world around me. The digital detox was not just a break from technology, it was a reconnection with life's simple pleasures and a reminder of what truly matters. Section 5, Day 3. The urge to connect. Day 3 brought with it the first real wave of temptation. The urge to connect, to see what I was missing, was surprisingly strong. I missed the ease of texting, the quick updates from friends and family. The fear of missing out, or FOMO, was real. To combat this, I decided to be more proactive about staying connected in the real world. I reached out to friends and family, scheduling phone calls and in-person meetups. These interactions, while requiring more effort than a quick text, were infinitely more rewarding. The shared laughter, the genuine connection, these were the things that truly mattered. It was a powerful reminder that technology should enhance our relationships, not replace them. Section 6, Day 4, Finding Alternatives. By Day 4, I had settled into a comfortable routine. I rediscovered the lost art of planning ahead. Without Google Maps at my fingertips, I had to actually consult maps and plan my routes. This may seem like a small inconvenience, but it forced me to be more mindful and present in my movements. The same went for other aspects of my life. I started using a physical alarm clock, a wristwatch, and even dug out my old point-and-shoot camera. These analog alternatives, while perhaps less efficient, provided a tangible connection to the world around me. They were a reminder that technology should serve us, not the other way around. It was empowering to realize that I was perfectly capable of navigating the world without relying on my smartphone. Section 7. Day 5, A Newfound Balance. As I reached the halfway point of my digital detox, I felt a sense of accomplishment wash over me. It was a journey that began with hesitation and uncertainty, but now, on Day 5, I could see the tangible benefits of stepping away from the digital world. The initial days were challenging, filled with moments of temptation and the urge to check my phone, but perseverance paid off. I had faced my digital dependence head-on and emerged on the other side feeling more balanced and in control. Each day, without the constant barrage of notifications and social media updates, allowed me to reconnect with myself. I rediscovered hobbies that I had long forgotten, like reading and painting, and found joy in the simple pleasures of life. The constant noise in my head had quieted, replaced by a newfound sense of clarity and focus. Meditation and yoga became my daily rituals, grounding me and helping me stay centered. The mental fog that once clouded my thoughts had lifted, revealing a sharper, more focused mind. I was able to think more deeply and creatively, and my productivity soared. I was sleeping better, thinking more clearly, and feeling more present in my daily life. The quality of my sleep improved significantly as I no longer spent late nights scrolling through endless feeds. Mornings became a time of reflection and planning, setting a positive tone for the rest of the day. I felt more energized and ready to tackle whatever challenges came my way. I hadn't realized how much my smartphone was impacting my mental well-being. The constant need to stay connected had created an invisible chain, binding me to a cycle of stress and anxiety. By putting my phone away, I broke free from that chain and reclaimed my peace of mind. It was a liberating experience, one that I wished I'd embraced sooner. This newfound balance extended to my relationships as well. Without the distraction of my phone, I was able to fully engage with the people around me. I listened more intently, laughed more freely, and connected on a deeper level. My relationships flourished as I became more present and attentive. I was more present in conversations, a better listener, and more engaged in the lives of those around me. The bonds with my family and friends grew stronger, and I found myself cherishing the moments we spent together. The digital detox had not only improved my mental health, but also enriched my social life. The quality of my interactions had improved dramatically. I was no longer distracted by the constant pull of my phone, allowing me to be fully immersed in the present moment. This led to more meaningful and fulfilling connections with others. It was a powerful reminder that sometimes disconnecting from technology can bring us closer to what truly matters. The digital detox had been a transformative experience, one that taught me the value of balance and the importance of being present. As I continued my journey, I knew that I would carry these lessons with me, striving to maintain this newfound balance in all aspects of my life.